Honorable mentions, week 15. These are teams that did not make the 50 that we still want to talk about. Jacob, at 118, Delaware. In their first FBS season, they finished 6-6.
Model does not respect my Blue Hens. Like we talk about my Yukon Huskies as well. Delaware beat them in overtime. And here they are at 118. But most importantly, Delaware is going bowling in their first year in the FBS. This win was big time because only 80 teams qualified for bowl games, and there's 82 bowl game spots. So Delaware normally wouldn't qualify because it's their first year. They get to slide on in one of those vacant spots because not enough teams reached the 6-win barrier. Delaware was trying to earn some style points to prove their point to the committee or the bowl committees that they deserve to go bowling. And so with about 40 seconds left in the game, up 58-31, they called a timeout, stopped the clock to kick a field goal. It wasn't even that they had to. They literally called a timeout in order to make it happen. Kicked a field goal, made it at the tub. In fact, they scored 3 times in the final 5 minutes of the game. And UTEP's head coach did not like that. Scotty Walden went on record calling Delaware classless, kind of gave Delaware's head coach a little bit of a shoulder check in the post-handshake meetup at midfield. And so UTEP pretty angry about it. UTEP, though, is probably pretty angry about their season, only getting 2 wins all year. But Delaware Blue Hens, congratulations, year 1 going bowling.
At 116, Kent State, the Golden Flashes, they win 5 games this year. And it was at Northern Illinois. And where is Northern Illinois going next season, Jacob?
The Mountain West.
So Kent State gives Northern Illinois the boot out of the MAC in style. 5 wins, 1 win in the last 2 seasons prior.
This was their first time winning at Northern Illinois since 1966.
Goodness gracious. That's a stat.
I mean, I thought the biggest stat of the game was going to be the fact that Kent State, quintupled their win total from a year ago?
At number 96, Missouri State, another FBS team in their first year as an FBS team, finishes 7-5. They were competitive all year in Conference USA.
Okay, so I dove into a little bit of what they do. There's no stat that really indicates anything. So I looked at their schedule. If you look at the teams they beat, the average win total was 4.4. The teams they lost to, the average win total was 8.2. The joy of being consistent is beating the teams you're supposed to, and they did that, and they're now bowl eligible in their first year.
Now, Jacob, is this going to be a similar situation where Missouri State's going to find an invite because there's not enough teams, or did Delaware?
They did. They both did.
They both. The football gods smiled upon Delaware and Missouri State because there was only 2 spots open, and what do you know? 2 teams in their first year qualify for a bowl game.
At number 63, up 15 spots, Texas State finishes the year 6-6. And where is Texas State going next year, Jacob?
The Pac-12.
On their way out of the Sun Belt, they leave South Alabama in the dust. Texas State played spoiler this year. They played a lot of competitive games. I wanted to give them a shout out here because they were the fun team to watch in the Sun Belt.
Okay, and there's more than just that reason to give them a shout out. I don't think we realize the magnitude or the acceleration this program has taken. Texas State, until 3 years ago, had not even gone to a bowl game. And then they hired their new head coach, J.G. Kinney, comes to town, takes them to bowl eligibility, and then here they are in their 3rd year with him, 3 bowl games, first time ever. And they've started a new tradition where they jump in the San Marcos River whenever they become bowl eligible. So that went down after the South Alabama win. And now they're in the Pac-12. Like, what in the blazes? Where did Texas State come from?
And last but not least, at number 57, Washington State. They beat Oregon State and share the Pac-12 title.
It's because they split it. It was a home and home. So Oregon State took the first one, and then Washington State the second one.
Washington State's original plan when the Pac-12 went away was they formed this alliance with the Mountain West, but then after a year of that alliance where they played Mountain West teams, they ended up poaching half of their teams away. And so then the Mountain West said, well, we're not helping you next year. Go out and create your own schedule. So this whole schedule that Washington State put together was literally pulled out of nowhere. But here they hire a new head coach, didn't really have a schedule, didn't really have a conference. Now it's looking like more stability is coming. It looks like they have their head coach of the future. So we'll see what happens with this Washington State team in the Pac-12.
Shout out to Oregon State proving conference games matter. They were 2-10, and one of their wins was against Washington State.
Talking about wins, what about those close losses? I mean, they had back-to-back road games against Ole Miss and Virginia that they lost by a combined 6 points?
5 points. 21-24, 20-22.
I mean, neither Virginia would still be in the playoff conversation just from ACC play, but Ole Miss with a loss to Washington State would not be a playoff team.
They beat Toledo, who we'll see in a minute. They beat Louisiana Tech, who was once a darling in the S&D 50. And the James Madison close loss by 4. It's pretty good. It's a great year for Washington State.
Yet they never cracked the 50.
No, 57's as close as they get.
Now, if they win the bowl, we do put out a final 50 after the bowls have all been played. So they could be in it.
If you've made it this far in the video, please subscribe. If you're interested in teams 1 through 136, subscribe to our Patreon